Hello everyone, welcome. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Cancer for the week of December 12th through the 18th of 2022. And thanks to everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up and subscribed and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. The first card out is the Knight of Pentacles. So, maybe thinking of having a little bit of a get-together, getaway for yourself, that sort of thing. Taking a new beginning, walking in the park, that sort of thing going forward. Just a normal weekend for yourself, just a little bit of time. And the High Priestess. So you're looking at things in your life. You know where you want to go with your life. You have some secrets, of course. Things that you're keeping to yourself. You're not really sharing with anybody. You know a lot of little things about a lot of different people, but you're not really sharing. And maybe somebody in your family is going to get in touch with you this week that you haven't heard from for a long time, and it's going to sort of come right out of the blue, which is going to surprise you. And the Six of Rods. So you're taking a well-deserved bow for yourself, more or less. You're patting yourself on the back. You're talking to these people that have returned from your past. You're talking up a storm about good things in your life and what you've done and where you've come from, that sort of thing. And the Six of Cups. And it's going to bring up a lot of feelings for you. Good ones. Maybe you're thinking of where you grew up or a house you grew up in, that sort of thing. Talking about friends that you had in common. Just going down memory lane a little bit here with nostalgia, but you're quite happy to do it because you're in a good state of mind. And the Ace of Wands. Very nice. So definitely new beginnings. Like if you were feeling stumped about anything in your life or questioning yourself a little bit this week or in the recent past, you're preparing yourself moving forward. You're feeling more inspired this week. You got your things are sort of being handed to you. You're starting to see more after talking with these people and going down memory lane and having some really good thoughts and laughs. And you're starting to remember different parts of your life. So you've cleared the air in a lot of cases in some of it. And you're just moving forward on a more happy note this week because of all of that. And the Eight of Rods, maybe they're giving you an invitation to go and see them, or maybe they're stopping by to visit you. It's just coming out of the blue. It's not anything that was planned for sure. Maybe you're just having a quick get together. Maybe they're driving past your house and they stop in, sort of thing, and say, "Hey, would you like to go for a drive?" That sort of thing. It's really fast moving, quick. It'll be over before you know it. So enjoy it. And the Knight of Cups. So most definitely, invitation's on its way. This could be taking a quick trip somewhere. Usually it's to do with water. It's over, that sort of thing. But that's okay too. Maybe where you grew up was on the other side of town and then you have to go over a bridge to get to the house, that sort of thing. And Judgment. So there you go. You've put off making this decision for quite some time in your life, and this is the week that you realize that time's up. It's time to just face it, and and let the past be the past and let things go. So you're willing to slam the door on whatever you were feeling guilty about, or holding a grudge over somebody else, and you're just letting that sort of thing in your life now go so that you can move forward without all that hanging around you all the time. You're forgiving who needs to be forgiven, if that includes yourself. And you're coming to grips with your emotions a little bit better this week. You're starting to heal mentally as well as physically. So you're feeling good about yourself. You learn to control yourself this week and forgive yourself so that you can move into the future better. The Four of Pentacles. So maybe this was financial worries. With the price of living, this could be you just worried about having to spend a little bit more than what you anticipated. So you're trying not to just, go out and spend needlessly. So you're really thinking about what you're spending your money on and how much it is. And the biggest question you're asking yourself this week is, do I really need it? And if it's no, then there you go. And the Page of Pentacles. So you definitely have a lot of new beginnings this week in different areas of your life, which is wonderful. You're starting to realize that there's more opportunities out there than you thought of for a while, maybe because of all of this going on in your life, that you've withdrawn from a lot of places and people and things in your life, and now you're starting to feel more like you can deal with everything much easier. So you're stepping out a little bit more. And the Page of Rods. So most definitely coming out, feeling, you're getting messages from different people. Maybe this is you giving messages to somebody else. This could be, messages about travel or work, that sort of thing. This could be, for some of you, is quite a long distance call as well, coming in. Opportunities is really lining up for you. So you're starting to feel more optimistic about where you're at in your life this week. And the Five of Rods. So maybe you were feeling like there was some sort of competition and you always had to, be that person that stood out above everybody else, or you felt you had to put in more than everybody else, that sort of thing. But you're realizing that that's not necessarily. Competition is part of life, but it doesn't have to go on for the rest of your life. So you're feeling successful enough to attract and do whatever, you set your mind to this week, which is really nice. And you're moving forward on a really good note. This is all very positive cards of moving forward and, coming to grips with your past and enjoying, happy memories. And the Two of Swords. So you're slowing down, you're hesitating a little bit because you realize once you open this Pandora's box that there's no backtracking out of it. So you're just you're trying to not make any fast moves or choices right now, but you're realizing that it's going to come about whether you want it to or not. And the Eight of Cups. So most definitely coming to terms this week with things in your life, realizing who you need to let go. Maybe you've put a lot of energy into, a friendship or relationship. Maybe you've been working on a home or a business for a long, long time and you're always, giving more than the rest. So this is the week that you realize that, do I keep going at this and what will it bring me in the future? Am I really happy? Those sort of questions for yourself. And realizing that you might want to, just put it all down and walk away off to better shores going forward. And the Devil. So you definitely realized what has held you back. Whether this was yourself or somebody else or a place, and sometimes we put those restrictions on ourselves because we made promises to somebody. That, I promise I would never do that, or I would never move there. And, it's life. And this is the week that you're clearing your boundaries, putting up clear boundaries for others. You're not going to, no more mixing of words, that sort of thing. You realize how you want your life to look in the future. And this is what you're willing to do to make sure that it's going to happen that way. And the Star card, so very nice. There you are. You're believing in yourself, your ideas, your intuitions you're following. You're, like I said, you're putting up those boundaries for other people that, you know, what is acceptable and not acceptable, and where and what you want to have in your future. And you were very determined this week to make sure that it comes about. So good for you. You know, you're just heading in the right direction for yourself. And nobody gets to make this decision but you. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card and see what kind of clarity we can get going forward here. But it looks very positive, like I said. You're on, you're on the right path for yourself. You're learning to tell people that this is what I'm willing to do, this is what I'm not willing to do, and either you accept it or you don't. All right. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. Well, isn't that lovely? All right, Cancer. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.